What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Um, I want to talk about the whole Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union, and Zion into Zaya nonsense. I originally wasn't going to talk about this, but I was kind of pushed into it by my man JD Black. If you're not subscribed to JD Black, I don't know what you're doing. You sleeping. But y'all know I'm out here in DR vacationing, and I got a notification that my man JD Black had a live stream, and he was speaking on this topic. And for those that don't know what's going on, Dwayne Wade, he's a professional basketball player on the Miami Heat, and Gabrielle Union is a famous actress. All right, and they got a family together, and they are raising their son. I believe it's Dwayne Wade's original son with another woman, but they're raising that one of their kids to be a, I guess, a transgender, transsexual, whatever. And like I said, I saw that JD Black was having a live stream, so I jumped on there. I saw the notification, and I was at a loss for words. I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know where to begin with this whole nonsense. And I told Jay that I was gonna make a video on it, but I really didn't want to because everybody else was doing it. But then he said, "Nah, more of us need to speak out about this shit." So here I am doing my video. Dwayne Wade found himself on the Elle Degeneres Show, essentially saying, "Hey, listen, I have an announcement to make to the world." Now, I already knew what it was, but you would think with a preface like that, you would think that okay, he's going to donate money to some charity, or oh, Gabrielle's pregnant, or this and that, something along those lines. No, this dude talks about how, yeah, my son Zion is now going to be going by Zaya, and he will be now referred to as she, and this and that. And I mean, this whole thing is just strange. I mean, just off the surface, you know where I'm going. Black male emasculation. That's a given already. Hollywood loves doing that to particularly black male. Men in general, but particularly black males. All right. So that's that. Let's get that off the board. And just disclaimer, I should have said this earlier. Look, it's sad that I even have to say this. Look, this isn't an attack on anybody who's gay, LGBT, whatever. This is not an attack on any of that stuff. Just hear my words, all right? So this dude gets on there, says all this stuff, and I'm saying to myself, number one, my automatic go-to is let your kid be a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like, because this whole, oh, he wants to be uh, a girl or this and that, it is fucking, it's asinine. It doesn't make sense. There's an outside influence that's influencing that, that's pushing that. And in my humble opinion, it's Gabrielle Union. That's just me personally. Because we've seen this, you have the celebrities pushing this on their kids. Charlize Theron, Megan Fox, um, Alicia Keys. This is becoming too common in Hollywood, in Hollyweird, and that's my whole thing with it. It's like, let these children be children. I believe Zion. I'm gonna stick to his male name because it's a boy. Um, he I think he's in between, I think 10, 11, 12, something along those ages. Like, listen, man, like when I was that age, I just wanted to play video games, play with my action figures, hang out with my cousins and my friends and all of that stuff. Like, I wasn't worried about sex or the sexuality or the gender uh, identity of people. Like, it didn't matter at that time. I wanted to be a kid. And that's all people, a lot of rational people are saying this. Listen, when your kid is 16, 17, 18, when they have a better grasp of what's going on in the world, okay, fine. You know what I mean? But this is why we have certain things in society, certain limits to things. And for all those that are automatically going to go to the homophobic, pejorative, I guess I'll call it that. Um, what do you say about letting your kids watch heterosexual porn? What do you do that at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Do you do that with your kids? No, because we all know that there's a limit. As society, we all know. Okay, listen, we're not gonna go there and show our kids sexual images and stuff like that. So if it works for heterosexuals, it should work for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like nothing sexual. And the reason why I'm even going back to 2 years old, 3 years old is because we all know about what's my man's name? Billy Porter. This dude's showing up on Sesame Street. Now they're pushing that. And when you're a little kid, when you're 2, 3, 4, that's when you start watching Sesame Street. They're pushing this shit. And this is why it's emasculation and indoctrination. It's happening quick. You know what I mean? And they're not waiting. They're not waiting anymore. Because I remember when I was in high school, we had sex ed or health class, or some of you might call it. I think it was like mid-teens we started taking those classes, maybe early. Like there was talk to you about pregnancy and all that stuff, and then go into like the older you get, you'll go into teenage pregnancy, the dangers of it, and this and that. Like there's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? So that's the thing when people are saying let kids be kids, it's not saying well, you're against transgenders or anything. No, let them grow up. Let them have some type of innocence, some type of foundation when it comes to morals, values, this and that. And then if they decide to go that way, that's different. You know what I mean? Um, or let's go with the argument if they're born this way, right? Let's say that they are, because for me, I'm not even going to go into that. That'll be a 24-hour video. But let's say that we're going to use that argument. Why the fuck would Dwayne Wade take his ass on national TV and blast that to the world? For what? That's your personal business. No one's asking whether or not Zion is straight or gay or transgender. No one cares. That's your business as a family to handle that. Let's say that he is showing signs of stuff at this age. That's your job as a father to go handle that. And that's what makes me hate all this woke nonsense. All of this shit that's going on, it's all for brownie points. Notice how everybody's congratulating these two. Oh, you're doing the right thing and blah, 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 blah. And then on top of it, this dude went on Ellen talking about, oh, he went to Pose. That's Billy Porter's show. Went to talk to the cast of Pose about what he should. It's like, dude, talk to your fucking family. Like, what the fuck is this? How many times do I tell y'all, like, if, like, for example, with the Me Too nonsense, if you come to a source other than anything that's logical, some type of uh, law enforcement office, some type of a counseling hospital, chances are you're doing it for brownie points. You want the world to see that you're a victim, or you just want that social currency. That's what I'm thinking with this situation, because why are you going to Pose? Why are you going to Ellen? Like, no, handle that shit as a man. You're a fucking father. I believe, of 4 children, including Zion. Handle that shit as a fucking man. And let me just end it on this. Like I said, I believe the biggest influence on this shit is Gabrielle Union. Because you weren't hearing none of this shit till after she got in the picture. And like I said before, this is a common theme with a lot of these women. Charlize Theron, Alicia Keys. I mean, this is ridiculous. That's all I really want to say on this shit. This is no hate to anyone who's a transgender or anything like that. No hate. I just want you to look at things logically. You know, if you're grown and you want to chop off your bits or do whatever gender reconstruction surgery, go have at it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's and that's the other thing too. Going back to the age thing, there's a lot of children who do that shit real young, which I suspect this family's gonna do because let me tell you something. It's so nightmarish that people that think like this, they have to go the whole 9 yards. They gotta do it. They gotta do the whole enchilada. So go ahead and do that. But be warned, there's a lot of children who do that very young. Their parents push for that shit, and then what happens is later on down the line, the children regret it. They'll grow up, probably 18, 19, 20, and be like, yo, what was I doing? Like, I don't want to live like this, because they realize now they have some type of semblance of what's going on in reality. But I don't know, bro. Honestly, I think that they're pimping out their kid for brownie points in order for them to look inclusive, because that's the new thing nowadays. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Follow me on Brighteon or BitChute, because YouTube is a soy ground right now, and I can't survive here too longer unless they start changing shit up. All right? Peace, bitches.